Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. I have here with me my order. I got the new Natasha Denona products. I bought the mini pastel palette and the Pastel Plexi Glow highlighter. I was so excited to see one of my favorite brands, Natasha Denona, come out with a colorful mini palette and a colorful highlighter. So we're going to test these today. I love Natasha Denona. I find that her formulas are really special. I really like them. I enjoy most of the things that she puts out, some of them more than others. So these launched at Beautylish and I had to buy both of them. They just came in the mail. I just got them and I'm like, yay, we're gonna play with these. But if you're new here, I do want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. I usually upload 5 or more videos a week, so if you want new makeup content, this is the place to be. But I do want to show you close-ups, swatches. We're gonna try all these on the face, so let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start off by kind of talking about these products, swatching them, and then we will apply them. So first up, I have the mini pastel palette. So this is a new one to the mini line from Natasha Denona. She likes to do these 5-pan mini palettes. I really enjoy that too. I'm somebody who likes larger palettes, I would say larger than 5 pans, but I always think minis are fun. You can use them on their own, you can use them in conjunction with other palettes, but I had to buy this one. So let me show you a close-up and swatches of this palette. We do have 1 matte shade, 3 shimmer shades, and then we have a duochrome. I'm really excited about this. I know I've seen like people with mixed feelings on this one, but I'm really into it. I love that we have green, blue, pink, this kind of silvery blue right here, and then this gold green duochrome shade. We're gonna play with this. We're gonna put it on the eyes. I'm gonna zoom y'all in nice and close and we're gonna create a look. I'm gonna tell you if this is the Natasha Denona quality that I love and expect from her. And then this is something else that I was really looking forward to, really intrigued by. It's the Pastel Plexi Glow highlighter. That's like a tongue twister to me. But let me just say, I really like this packaging. Let me show you a close-up and swatch of this one because it's in like this clear acrylic packaging with the tint to it. And I didn't expect to see different colors in the highlight. So it looks like we have a pink corner, a green corner, and then 2 kind of more icy vanilla ones. I thought they had just edited the photos that way on Instagram to make it like, to let you see that it's a shifting highlighter. But I did swatch, you could see in the swatches, I kind of swatched on my hand to see if there were different tones. But I think it's gonna be really, really beautiful on the face. I love a highlighter that's not, I mean, listen, I like all the classic ones too. The golds, the champagnes, the ones with a little bit of pink, the ones with a little bit of ice. But I think a colorful, shifty highlighter can be so, so fun. And I love seeing Natasha Denona come out with something like this. I think the packaging is fun too. It's kind of different for her. So I just want to put these on the face though. I want to put these on the face. I want to see how it is. So I'm going to zoom y'all in a little bit. I'm going to grab a highlighter brush. We'll apply it to the cheeks. We'll see how it looks and then we'll do an eye look. Okay, so I've got my highlighter here and I'm going to use my Sigma E61 brush. And I kind of want to dip into like this part that looks a little more pinky. I think the whole thing is like the same color, but I'm like, let's just see. Let's just dip in. Let's see how it goes. And we'll apply this. That's pretty. Okay, so that's exactly what I expected from seeing the swatches on Natasha Denona. I know that this highlighter palette is available on the Natasha Denona site. It's available at Beautylish. And the mini eyeshadow palette is available now at Sephora, but I haven't seen the highlighter there. But if it is available at Sephora, I will link it there also. Otherwise, I will put links to things in the description box for y'all. But that's really pretty. I mean, yeah, I went in a bit heavy-handed so I could really see, but that's gorgeous. Okay, let's dip in. Let's dip in and see if it's any different going down to this bottom corner where it looks a little more green. I don't think it will, but why not see? No. It's all the same shade. Again, that's what I expected, but you know, curiosity. So I'm just gonna buff that in. Then I'm gonna buff just what's left on the brush on my nose. Okay, so here's the highlighter. I think it looks really, really beautiful on the skin. I will say if you are wanting like a colorful highlighter, if you're wanting a highlighter that's really like a multi-chrome or something like that, definitely check out some of my other recommendations because I do love colorful highlighters, whereas this one, maybe it has a slight shift to it, but overall, it's not a ton of shift. Yeah, so this says, each shade can be worn alone or applied together as one stroke multicolored highlighter. So in the swatches that you saw I did 4 different swatches because I dipped into the 4 different sections of the highlighter. So you can see in the swatches, I thought like overall they mostly looked the same. But that is up to you. You know, everybody can view makeup differently. So yeah, that's kind of my thought. I thought that was interesting. Each shade can be worn alone or applied together. So I think like you could see in the close-up, and you can kind of see here, if I turn it just right, that it's a little more pinky corner, a little more green corner, and then you have these 2 more yellow kind of icy corners right here. Again, hopefully the swatches and the close-up helped a bit, but this is what it looks like on the cheeks. Now I'm going to prime my eyes and we are going to play with this cute little palette. Okay, so my eyes are primed with my Sigma Eye Base in Ignite, and I'm really looking forward to playing with this little palette. When I first saw images of this, I was a little confused by this shade because I was thinking, okay, we have all these colors, why would you put like a gold in there? But this is such a pretty duochrome. Well, you saw in the swatches, but it's like this blue, brown, or like green shift to it. I really think that's interesting, and I'm super happy that this is in the palette now. So what I'm going to do is start with this matte green shade. It looks really pretty, really like a deeper pastel. Still a pastel, but leaning a little deeper than bright. And then I want to go in with this really pretty blue shimmer shade. Okay, so I'm going to make sure there's no creases in my eye primer. I'm going to be using the eyeshadow brushes from my favorite set with Sigma. And again, everything that I talk about, I will link down below in the description box for y'all. But that green is pretty vibrant. I really like that. So I'm going to take it down onto the lid because I'm going to want to layer a shimmer shade on top right there. But I'm going to take this up just right here to this kind of inner part of my crease. You can see I'm not really having to build that shade up. It's nice, it's pigmented, it's blending exactly how I expect a Natasha Denona matte shadow to blend. Okay, so now I'm going to take that blue shade and I want to use this in the outer corner. I've seen Natasha Denona do some really pretty looks on different models on her Instagram, and I saw her do this, not this, but I saw her do this type of placement where she started with the green and then she kind of like winged out the shadow, and the wing was in this blue, and I thought it was so pretty. I felt really inspired looking at the looks that Natasha Denona has been putting out, and this is really pretty. I really like this shade, And I think this will be really pretty if I like mix it maybe with like my the Glam palette, the one that's really cool toned. I would really like to do a look with that and add in this kind of icy blue. That could be really pretty. I'm gonna grab this little brush. I love using this one for like buffing along the edges after I get done blending. I think it diffuses color so beautifully. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just kind of buff back and forth for a minute to get a seamless blend. Okay, I'm loving how this is looking. I think it's fresh and fun so far, but we're gonna use these next 3 shades, and I think I'm gonna spray my brush after I pick them up with some setting spray, makeup mist, whatever you wanna use. But I'm gonna go in first with this kind of icy blue silver type of shade, and then I'll do the duochrome, and then I'll do the pinky shade. So I'm going to put that shade right up against my lower lash line. I thought it would be pretty to add this kind of blue silver right under here. So I'm just going to kind of press that in first and then blend it. It would also be really pretty just to do this color and the blue color all over the lid. That could be really beautiful, super simple. And I'm going to go back to that blue and just make sure I have a nice blend where those two meet. So like where the top lid connects to the lower lash line, I'm just going to put a little bit of effort in right there. All right, I'm excited to use this duochrome. So I'm going to pull this in almost completely all over the lid. I'm going to not bring it in any further than this though. That's really beautiful. Oh, I really like that. It's like this gold, green, pink. That's pretty. Okay, yeah. Yay. I love Natasha Denona shadows. I just think she makes such good formulas. Okay, that is incredibly beautiful, in my opinion. I really like that. Now I'm going to go in with that pink, though, and I'm going to put that on the part of the lid, like layered on top of the green right here, and then wrapped around the inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to lay that down on top of the green on the lid. That's so cool. Okay, and then it's just going to go by itself on the inner corner. So it's going to look almost like a different shade because right here it's put over that green shadow, so it's gonna go on top of like a base, and then right here just going on the inner corner where I have no primer or anything, it's gonna look a little different. Yay! Oh, I like that. That's so fun. And I mean, if you wanted a look that's even deeper, like you could just pull in a shadow from another palette, a quad, something like that. But I'm liking this. This is pretty. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with eyeliner, lashes, and we'll kind of see how the look comes together. But I think this is really fun. All right, y'all, here is the finished look with some liner and lashes. I really like this look. I want to talk about the products kind of individually. This palette I think is so beautiful. I really like this look. I think the shades in here work so well together. I love that we have this beautiful duochrome, the shimmers. I love that green matte. I just keep kind of looking at my eyes and I think they look so good. Now, I'm never here to tell you to buy anything. I'm never here to say you need this. If you wanted this palette, hopefully my tutorial, swatches, review, thoughts, hopefully it's helpful to you. Maybe if you're on a low buy or a no buy, maybe you can kind of shop your stash now that you've seen how the shadows perform, how they swatch. Maybe you can see if you have something similar in your collection, if you're trying to buy less makeup. Hopefully I'm helpful to you. Or maybe you're just hanging out with me, and I love that. Hopefully I'm entertaining and fun to hang out with. I think this is really great. If you love Natasha Denona like I do, if this color story is something that calls to you, I don't think you will be disappointed. I think this is really beautiful. Now, looking at the highlighter, let's talk about this because this one's pretty pricey, and I actually went to the Natasha Denona site because I'm like, okay, in the pan, it looks like we have 4 different shades. Very subtle differences, but there's definitely 4 different shades in here. But when I swatch it out, I'm like, maybe I can see a little bit of a difference. I don't know. But when I put it on the face, I definitely don't think I could see any difference. So I'm like, let me just look. And this says, each shade can be worn alone for a subtle pastel shimmer or applied together as a one-stroke multicolored highlighter. So that's coming from the Natasha Denona site under the how to use. And yeah, each shade. So I think they're definitely supposed to be different shades, but very subtle. I mean, if you want a pink, a green, a shifty multi-chrome highlighter, definitely this is not the one I would recommend, but I do think it looks really pretty on the skin. I mean, what you're seeing on like this video is how it looks in real life. I work so hard to make sure what I'm showing you is what I am seeing in person. And you know, how much was this highlighter? $42. So I'm happy with my purchase. I don't regret buying this. I'm glad I got to try it out. I will use it in the future. I think it's really, really pretty. But if I'm recommending these things, this is the thing I recommend more. This is the thing that's a little more fun. Whereas this, I think, you know, is maybe not the most unique thing ever, even though it is beautiful. I'm happy with my purchase. I just want to let y'all know, like, my full thoughts. You know, if you were thinking I'm going to get this green pink shifty highlighter, that's not it. The swatches that Natasha Denona has posted, the model's skin that she's shown it on, that's how it looks, just like this in my opinion. I hope you're having a great day. This is actually the second video I posted today, so if you're watching this, know that I posted a video earlier today. I'm testing out some other new products. I'm wearing the new Juvia's Place foundation and powder. I'm also wearing that again today. I'm wearing the Tarte products again. I'm wearing a lot of the products that I tested in the video that I posted earlier today. So definitely go check that one out if you are curious about any of those products I talked about. I will put my lip color, my blush, my bronzer, all of that will be in the description box. Definitely look there if you're curious about anything, but I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!